What's the most bizarre thing you've ever seen someone eat? And more importantly, would you try it? Hey everyone, my name is João. I'm 28 years old, and I'm a true carioca, someone from Rio, living here in Rio, this wonderful city full of crazy things. Well, I work as a waiter in a small bar in Copacabana, and believe me, I've seen it all here. But nothing, absolutely nothing, compares to what happened last week. It was one of those scorching hot afternoons, the kind that melts the asphalt. The bar was buzzing, full of tourists and locals enjoying a cold beer. Then, a tourist arrives, a very typical one. Hawaiian shirt, Bermuda shorts, and white socks with sandals. So far, so normal. We see plenty of those around here. He sits at a table on the sidewalk and calls me over. He asks for a coconut water, no problem. After about 10 minutes, he waves at me again. I look at the table and see that he's pulled out of his backpack a huge glass jar, full of live ants. I swear to God, live ants. At first, I thought I was having one of those heat mirages. You know? But no, the little ants were there, walking back and forth in the jar. The guy opens the jar, grabs a small plastic spoon, and starts eating the ants. There was a soft crunch with every spoonful. I stood there paralyzed, like a statue looking at Christ the Redeemer. My mind completely glitched. Never in my life had I imagined seeing someone eat a jar of pure ants like it was yogurt. I tried to act natural, kept serving the other tables, but my eyes always returned to the Ant-Man. He seemed to be loving it. Every now and then, he'd close his eyes, as if savoring a very rare delicacy. After about 15 minutes of pure shock, I finally mustered the courage and went back to his table. My voice trembling a bit, I asked, "Sir, forgive my indiscretion, but what are these ants you're eating?" He looked at me with a wide smile, showing little pieces of ant between his teeth. Ew. And he replied, in the best of moods, "Oh, these are tanahura ants. Delicious. Back in my homeland, in the Amazon, we eat them all the time. They're super nutritious and have a citrusy taste, you know? Tanahura ants? Citrusy? I was almost throwing up right there. I had never heard of such a thing. He even offered me some. I politely, and with a certain dread, refused, inventing a sudden allergy to insects. The guy finished the jar of ants as if it were the most normal thing in the world, paid the bill, and even gave me a tip. He walked calmly along the Copacabana beachfront, leaving behind a traumatized waiter and a bunch of curious customers whispering. To this day, I wonder, how can someone eat an entire jar of ants? Is it really tasty? The texture must be crunchy. Just thinking about it gives me the shivers. This was definitely the most bizarre and hilarious thing I've ever witnessed at my job. João's experience shows us that the world is full of surprises, and what's considered normal in one place can be completely bizarre in another. Cuisine is diverse and sometimes unbelievable. What about you? What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen someone eat? Would you dare to try a jar of citrusy tanahura ants? Leave your answer in the comments. Subscribe to the channel for more crazy stories and give this video a like to help me get over my ant trauma.